Morning. Oh, I better, otherwise I'll have to redo it if I don't say morning.
Morning.
Morning's cooled off. Heat waves disappeared for a minute. No humidity. Really pleasant. Single digits last night, 9 degrees. Japanese maples, one of my favorite subjects. Acer palmatum seedlings. These were pricked out exactly a month ago, actually. And they've done really well. We've got 4 or 5 trays of these, and I'm growing these on for understocks for grafting. I'll just knock one out and show you. Really nice little root system on them, bearing in mind it's only 30 days in the middle of a heat wave. I mean, it's been hot. It's been ridiculously hot. They've been in the shade tunnel, and as you can see, they're looking really good. So I would hope that debunks the myth that you cannot pot up Japanese maples in the summer, because you can. They're no different than any other shrub, any other tree, any other perennial. Julie's got a mosquito flying around her. It's about to pitch on her arm. And
hold on. And we're back.
Well, we're back. I think she killed it. I've forgotten where the hell I was now. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Japanese maples. Yeah, so I don't understand why people think you cannot do anything with these guys in the middle of summer, in the spring, in the fall. You can pretty well pot them up, prick them out anytime you like, as long as you look after them. Now you're telling me I got to smile more. So this one, Acer palmatum Falls Fire, is one of the ones that we bought in. This was potted up the same week, actually, as the seedlings. And it was potted up from a 1 gallon. So just to let everybody know, 1 gallon. And then popped into a 3 gallon. So this is going from a 1 gallon to a 3 gallon. So we've got about 1.5 inches space all the way around. That the roots will fill that by the time we hit the fall. Firm it down as you do any other potting. Couple firmings. Tap and a tap. Drop it up, and then that's it. We're done. And bear in mind, this has only been a month. Now I'm going to knock this out careful, because I have not. I know there's good roots on it. Hang on, I'm going to try and tip it up. That's a month. And again, it's gone through some of the hottest weather I think I've known since we've been here in Ontario, Canada, actually. So again, right compost, right conditions. Make sure they don't dry out. Keep them out of that hot wind. And they do perfectly well. They really do well. So that's a name variety. So one important step when you're potting up anything is to make sure that the either if they're seedlings, that they're really wet, or if they're in a pot, that they are totally soaked right through. Now this one is damp. Actually, it's not bad, but then you can see it's got a nice root system on it. But I'm going to dunk this in water. How long? You wait till it stops bubbling. So the bubble is trapped air in the compost. Turn it around a few times. Once it stopped bubbling, which this one's taking a fair while to do. These were actually watered day 4 yesterday. There we go. So that's pretty well stopped. So that can come out now. Let it drip dry a little. And then what I typically do is I do just drop it back in the pot just to let it finish dripping, because I hate having drippy, wet plants all over my potting bench. And that's fine. You should do that with everything. Doesn't matter what you're potting up. Even before you plant out, do the same thing. Bucket of water, soak it till it stops bubbling, let it drain a little, plant it. So I still have a few left to pot up. Again, these are all the ones that came in the spring. So these are all named varieties. Another tray of named. And then a bunch of my seedlings. So these seedlings should have been potted up last year actually, but as we knew we were moving, I left them. So they're a little starved, but the color now on them is not brilliant, but the color on these guys in the fall is quite spectacular. And again, we'll show you these, and these are all going to go into 3-gallon pots. So again, we'll have a quick look, see what we got here. Well, really nice root system. So straight into 3 gallon. It's got a whole bunch of ants in it as well. You can see the ants crawling around. So if
they got a nest in
yeah, they got a nest. So what I'll do is, don't worry about it. If you've got ants in your pots like that, just soak it for a little longer, and you'll get rid of all the ants. And actually, they're not doing any damage. So we have quite a few that are actually setting seed. So this is one of our own again, one of our own seed raised. And as you can see, it's got a nice lot of seed on it. It is not ready. It is not ready until you can almost touch this. When you touch them and they think they're falling off, or you can just rub your thumb over them and they drop off, that is when they're ready. Do not be cutting these yet. Acer palmatum osakasuki. Again, this is not ready. I mean, they look really pretty, but they're really nice and plump as well. So they hopefully will get some good seed from this. But again, it's not ready. I can tug on this. They need to ripen. So please, please don't be cutting them off with scissors or secateurs. Wait until you can just rub them off with your fingers. Then they're ready for sowing. Acer japonicum aconitifolium. Again, nice lot of seed on it. So looking forward to getting some off of here. But again, it's not ripe. So please, please, please do not be cutting them off. Wait, wait, wait. It's another, probably, I want to say another 6 weeks before this stuff is going to be ready for a collection. But we will keep you up to date and we'll let you know when the time is right. Pruning. I don't typically do a lot of pruning. I do, obviously I remove dead, but normally I don't do a lot with the maples. I tend to leave them. I like their own natural shape, but this one lends itself to a bit of pruning. So this is Acer palmatum mirror. Is that right?
M-I-W-A.
Yeah.
Mirror.
The label's just a little bit,
Broken?
it's just a little, label's got a little bit brittle over time.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to go through and do some new labels for these, for everything. I mean, sorry, Julie's going to. So pruning, again, pretty well any time of the year. I have never had any problems with the bit of pruning I've done on these things. So what I'm going to do with this one, because it's got this really nice head on it, I'm going to leave the head and I'm actually going to remove these side branches. And with these, I'm not, if I can say, I'm not going to cut too tight. I'm not going to cut all the way in here. I'm just going to come out a little bit and just leave a tiny little bit of branch. And then I'm going to come down and do another one. And then the same again. I'm going to just leave a little tiny bit for now. And then all the way to the bottom. Where are we gone? Right. Can't see what I'm doing. Let's pull that back. There we go. And then again, nice sharp secateurs. That's the real secret. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. I might lift a couple of these eventually. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that. I leave a little piece there. It helps to thicken out the main stem. And again, at this time of year, I'm not worried about, I don't treat any of my cuts with anything. I've never done that. I've never seen the necessity to do it. So I'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, so I just leave that. It'll help thicken out the main stem of the plant. So now for the dieback and the dead stuff. A little bit on here. These, I mean, this is completely dead. So I just take this right back. Another little cut as close as I can in here because I'm not worried about thickening up these branches. And as you can see, this is actually reshoot, sending out new shoots. And bear in mind, we're right at the end of July. Here's another one there. I'm going to take that one off. So there's another dead branch here. You can see it's dead. It's gone white. So again, I'm going to cut it as close as I can to the stem. There we go. So yeah, go through your maples. You can go through it again anytime during the growing season and take out any dieback, any dead bits. If you want to do a bit of pruning, again, don't be frightened to do it through the growing season. You do not have to wait until it's dormant. So, oh yeah. Another piece there, another piece in there. And again, if you, by mistake, cut off the odd live bit, it's not going to hurt your plants at all. So there's a bit of, that's all dieback.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah. And there's a, oh, hang on, I've cut off a live one. Well, that's not going to hurt. The rule of thumb for me, if you want to do major pruning, and that doesn't matter whether it's Japanese maples or anything, I would only ever take a third off at a time. So if you want to do major pruning on your Japanese maples, just take a third, let them recover, take another third. Don't do it all at once. Acer palmatum bloodgood, grown from seed. Actually, the seed came from our big plant we had at our previous address. This one's probably, I want to say, about 8 years old now. It's actually going to go out over the stream, but Julie's talked me into doing a bit of pruning. So we're going to do a bit of
cloud pruning.
Well, you call it cloud pruning if you want. Yeah, we're going to give it a go. Here we go.
Gary likes it as it is.
Yeah, we're going to give it a go and see.
You'll blame me for it if it doesn't turn out.
Anyway, I'm just going to hack them off and we'll see what they're like.
So explain cloud pruning. What are we trying to achieve?
Trying to put, I guess the best way is to say we're putting layers into it. So we have a flat layer here, and then we're going to take out a little bit of this middle, and then we're going to create another layer, flat layer up here. I love the shape of this one as well. It's pretty wonky, for want of a better word, and I love the angle that it's growing at.
You call it character.
This character, yeah. So yeah, bit of. Anyway, I've started now, so here we go. Just leave that little piece again, and that one's got to come out there. And there's one here. I'm going to just take the top of it out, tidy these bits up. I'm not taking the whole thing. I'm just going to take that one off for now. Now these new shoots, if I leave them, they're going to get really long. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut these new shoots back to one pair of leaves. So there's another one. If I leave this, it's going to put a long extended growth on. So again, I'm just going to cut just above 2 leaves there. This one is going the other way. This one is coming more horizontal, so I'm going to leave that one for now. I'm just trying to stop any vertical growth in this space. There's another one over here. I'm going to just take the tip of that one out as well, and another one over here. I'm not going to go mad. Let me step back and see. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to leave it at that. So,
are you going to blame me for this one?
Yeah, no, that's done. I can't stick them back on. Don't think so anyway.
I actually prefer
it looks okay. So we'll leave this one now. We'll let all this up top stuff grow on. This one is actually, it's early morning sun, so it gets the sun from first thing in the morning, and then it starts losing the sun around midday, and then it gets a little bit of sun on the top. It will actually tolerate full sun, not a problem. Now there's one behind Julie, Acer palmatum summer gold. Now this one does not appreciate the sun. It gets a little bit of sun first thing in the morning. You can see it's just catching it a bit, but then for the rest of the day, it's in full shade. So again, you've got to check your varieties.
I love this one with the pink on the edge.
Yeah, and it's quite happy there. So again, both of these two will go into the polytunnel for the winter. And this summer gold, are probably going to keep this in a container. I don't think we'll be putting this one out into the garden. Another nice Acer. Again, this was potted up the same time as the summer gold and the bloodgood. This one suffered a little bit before it came out here, actually. And you have to realize that at the end of the day, they're living things, and not every single one is going to be perfect. This one has a little bit of a few brown tips. It got a little too hot while it was in the polytunnel before I brought it out. It does have some new shoots on. I like the shape of this one.
Which actually, the new shoots are looking lovely.
Yeah, I do like the shape. It is a very tall, thin growing variety. Julie says she thinks it looks a bit ugly. But
I didn't say ugly.
Oh, didn't you?
Not necessarily my favourite.
Oh, okay. But this one, again, once the sun comes around it, it's pretty warm around here. So this one tolerates the sun really well. It just got too hot, too quick, too early while it was in the polytunnel. So we're going to show you one more at the front of the house, which is a Acer palmatum bloodgood seedling. Again, off of our big mother plant that we had at our previous address. If you follow the trough planting, you'll see me plant this one. It's in full sun. It's about 8 hours of sun during the hottest part of the day. It has no burn, no scorch, no nothing on it. So again, it goes back to the seed raised material is much hardier and will adapt much better to your conditions than a lot of these fancy grafted varieties. So just bear that in mind when you're buying your Japanese maples, you're planting your Japanese maples. Sometimes the seed raised stuff, if you are in a difficult climate, is a better bet for you if you can find it. So until next week, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.